Are you unsatisfied? That's good. As humans, we have a constant drive to be satisfied, whether it be us wanting to change, improve, or add to our complex lives. It can be a drive to learn a new language, or wanting to get a new pet. Something as small as deciding what you would like for dinner, or as big as fighting for equal rights. It can be anything you feel you would like to pursue in order to make your life better. I'm here to share with you today why I think it is important to pursue satisfaction, as well as steps you can take to do so. A little bit about my story. At the start of middle school, I had a drive. It was a drive to make a difference, to change the world. I was being asked questions when I was 11 that were hard for an 11-year-old to answer, more or less think of. Sena, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's like asking me now at 17 what my plans for retirement are. I didn't have an answer. I was starting to be more aware of what was going on around my community, and I saw a lot of negative things, specifically bullying and suicide. I was unsatisfied. I wanted to make a change. My mom stumbled upon a Facebook page for a group called the Paint Heart Project, which was developed to raise awareness and prevent suicide and bullying, as well as working to end the stigma surrounding mental health. I connected with the project immediately, and within a year I became an ambassador. I still am today. My work with the Paint Heart Project has developed my interest in mental health, as well as my passion for public speaking. I learned to understand that because I was unsatisfied, I was able to make a difference. If I hadn't been unsatisfied, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because I was unsatisfied, I was able to make a difference. So, why is it important? Why should we put in the effort to pursuing satisfaction? Well, it's pretty simple. We only need two things. One, we need to be unsatisfied. Go figure. In order to begin the journey, we need a reason to start walking. And two, we need a general idea. This can be a simple list of goals or something more complex like a vision board. This is to give us a clear picture of what we would like the outcome to be. Without some general sense, it would be like having a drive to remodel your room, but not know what color to paint your bedroom. Let's talk about habit and how it can influence our process in pursuing satisfaction. You are what you eat is a phrase we often hear, but it does not necessarily describe our diets. In context with pursuing satisfaction, it's what we consume. Social media, peer influence, culturally dictated norms, knowledge we absorb via education, what your parents may have told you in a rant about politics, to name a few. What we consume daily affects our thought process and influences how we perceive the world. This directly influences what makes us unsatisfied. So, how do we tailor habit to guide us towards success? What tools can we use to do so? First, we need to self-reflect. Self-reflection is key in understanding how we think and provides a foundation for the journey ahead. You should be asking yourself questions like, why am I unsatisfied? Have there been specific events that have influenced this feeling? How far am I willing to go to pursue satisfaction? What things could I do to succeed? Self-reflection, again, is key in learning on how we think and also understanding what we can do to pursue satisfaction. Next, we need research. Research gives us a general picture of how we can pursue satisfaction. So, for example, if you wanted to grow a tree, you would research the best tree for the climate, find, resources it will need to thrive, as well as steps to care for it. Or if you tend to procrastinate, maybe you can find TED Talks or podcasts about why we procrastinate, as well as give yourself the tools to change this habit. Resources are beneficial in forwarding our movements and driving us. We can use teachers, professors, friends, colleagues, YouTube videos, podcasts, libraries, TED Talks, to help us and give us the knowledge we need to forward our movements. And so for the next point, we need to surround ourselves with our goals. This can be simply following hashtags or accounts you agree with, or getting books on the subject, maybe talking to people you know about the knowledge and opinions they have. You need to become what you consume. A study done by the University of Southern California and University College London explored how habit guides behavior. In the second study they did, they researched the tendency for people to speak loudly in sports stadiums. They found in the study, participants who habitually visited their sports stadiums spoke more loudly when primed with pictures of the context, regardless of whether or not they had a goal to visit the stadium afterwards. Next, we need a map. Not a plan, a map. A plan is a set of steps, a list of instructions that you have to complete something. A map, on the other hand, it provides the foundations for opportunity. It lays out what options are available for you and gives you the freedom to explore. It does not necessarily tell you step by step how to do something, but you instead get to go at your own comfort level. Self-reflection is key at this point as well, in order to determine your comfort level and understand what you plan to do next. We need to self-reflect again. So self-reflection is, again, beneficial in laying out our foundation. You need to understand what your comfort levels are. You need to understand, where you plan to go with this. Understand why you're unsatisfied again, revisit. After this, we need to use our personality. Self-reflection is beneficial in understanding how we can use our personality to drive us towards success. For example, if you're someone who is more introverted, so you tend to work on your own, like to go at your own pace without the influences of others burdening you, consider using technological resources to your advantage and abiding in spaces you most feel comfortable. It would also be a good idea to confide in a close circle of friends and share your interests when you feel like it. On the other hand, if you're more extroverted, so you tend to seek out opportunities to be social, and you gain energy from talking with others, it would be a good idea to share with as many people as you would like. This will encourage you to be reliable, because people know your interests and would like to see you pursue them. Understanding our personalities is key in order to drive us towards success. We can equip our personalities with the tools necessary to pursue satisfaction, as well as protect us from failure. And on that final note, we need to be not afraid of failure. Einstein once said, "Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new." So instead of being afraid of making mistakes, use it as an opportunity to try something new and to grow. You never know where you might get. So now that I have shared my story and my thoughts a bit, I hope I have encouraged you to pursue satisfaction and make a difference on the world. The world needs it. Best of luck in your journey. Thank you so much.